Good evening, friends. Welcome back to the Edneck kitchen. Today, I've got a great value for you. We're going to make chili. What you're going to need is 4 cans of beans, 1 onion, some Rotel, 2 packs of chili seasoning, and 2 pounds of meat that I have over here in the pan. So let me tell you this. The magic ratio. You want 2 pounds of meat for 4 cans of beans. So if you're going to cut this in half, you're going to want to have 1 pound of meat and you're going to want 2 cans of beans. I always like to use 2 cans of chili beans and then 2 cans of some other type of bean. Usually kidney beans. I'll get a light kidney bean and a dark kidney bean. I've used pinto beans, black beans, whatever kind of beans you like. I just mix them up just to get a little bit of different color in the chili. All right, next, I'm gonna drop these beans and I'm gonna mix them faster than the next Nick Cannon diss track. All right, now you notice I put the beans in the pot, put the tomatoes in the pot. I didn't drain the beans at all. I used all the bean juice, tomato juice, dumped it all in there. Now we're coming down to our 2 packs of chili. We only need 1 right now. It doesn't matter what kind of chili seasoning you use. I've used all of it. I'm using this cheap crap because it tastes just as good. So you're gonna take 1 of them, you're gonna dump them in these beans. We're gonna mix that up, then we're gonna put it on the stove and let that start boiling, and then we'll start working with the meat. Dear concerned friends, no need for the concernedness. I am going to safely cut up an onion. I typically do not cut my thumb. I know how to stop the knife before cutting off the thumb tip. Right now, I'm going to show you how to do that safely. Got my safety goggles on, got my hearing protection on in case this onion is loud. This will take all the concernedness out of your mind. The hand goes above the knife. Cut it in half. No fingers were injured in the cutting of that onion. So now we can do the same thing. We can still come across like this. Cut down into the onion. Now you just gotta kind of peel the skin back. Now you can safely cut slices off of this onion and they still fall to pieces. But this is how you do it if you don't know how to not cut your thumb off. It works. It works just as well. Look at that. It's all cut up. That's ready to go into the frying pan. Probably need a little more onion on there. So let me just show you. If you're doing it by hand, you kind of come in there like that and you stop. You got to stop before you cut your thumb. That's the trick. All right, now the beans are over here boiling. I'm going to move on to the meat. What I have here is 2 pounds of ground deer. You can use 2 pounds of ground turkey, ground beef, whatever kind of ground up meat that you want to use. I'm using deer meat. I know some of you fancy people call it venison, but it's deer meat. Just in case you didn't know, it's deer meat. So I guess I'll cut this up, put it in the pan, and then I'll throw that onion in there and we'll get to browning it. Get that cut up in here. Start putting that in there. You all know what you call a deer with no eyes, right? No idea. Alright, so once you get that in there, you're going to want to season it up a little bit. Don't just think that the chili seasoning is going to season this up. What you should do is you should put some good seasoning on this, and then when it's all browned up, it should be good enough to eat all by itself. Alright, we'll get it cooking and we'll get it all browned up. We'll go from there. Alright, now that our meat's browned up more than our Kardashian butt in a tanning bed, and we got it simmered down, we're going to take it, we're going to dump it in with the beans. Alright, mixing it up. If you want to come on in here and look at this, everybody likes their chili a little bit different. I like a thicker chili. Some people like a runnier chili. A lot of people kind of like a runnier chili. That way when they crunch their crackers up in it, there's a little bit of juice left and it doesn't suck all the juice up. But if you like a runnier chili than mine, all you got to do is add a little bit of water here. Keep it on the flame a little bit and just let it simmer. We're just going to let this simmer for maybe 5 minutes just so all them juices and all them flavors can kind of meld together a little bit. And boy howdy, it's going to be one of the best chilies you've ever made. Alright friends, this chili is done. Let me scoop a little out of here. Oh, that's a great looking chili. Now, I would like to recommend that there are some beans in this chili, might cause a little rumbling in the tummy. Don't worry about that, it's perfectly normal. It happens about every time I eat this, and you know, if I hold the covers down tight enough, you kind of get a little tint under there, and also it doesn't let any smells escape, and your wife won't divorce you. But you know, if you're single, you got nothing to worry about, just let them go. No, I do. Oh hey, one last warning. Watch out when you're holding those covers down tight. I've done that before. I don't know if it was the smell or if I was choking her, but she gagged a little. Kind of did one of those. But just be careful. You don't want to knock someone out or anything after this. Y'all take care. And thanks for watching the videos and the support, everyone. And we'll see you next time.